Introduction to Psychology Masterpeice Project, the Nervous System and Neural Communication. The human body consists of two nervous systems. The brain and spinal cord make up the central nervous system, while the peripheral nervous system is made up of nerves and ganglia that collect information and send it to different parts of the body, like the limbs or internal organs. Nerves are bundles of axons that form long electrical cables from the central nervous system to glands, muscles, and sensory receptors. There are three types of neurons. Sensory neurons send signals from the body's tissues and sensory receptors to the central nervous system to be processed. Interneurons in the central nervous system process signals from sensory neurons. Then, motor neurons respond to the brain's processes. Some signals reach the brain, while others are processed in the spinal cord. These are called reflexes. For example, the knee-jerk response requires one sensory neuron, one interneuron, and one motor neuron. A headless warm body could do it. The peripheral nervous system consists of two subsystems. The somatic nervous system enables voluntary control of skeletal muscles, like when you bust a move. The autonomic nervous system enables involuntary control of internal organs and glands. It also has two subsystems, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous systems. When your body feels alarmed or challenged, the sympathetic nervous system causes the pupils to dilate and the heartbeat to accelerate. In an emergency, the sympathetic nervous system is responsible for the fight or flight response. Depending on the threat, your body chooses to fight the stressor or it chooses to escape it. After your heightened response, your parasympathetic nervous system calms you down. So how do our body parts communicate with one another? Through neurons. A neuron consists of a cell body, dendrites, an axon, and axon terminals. Dendrites receive electrical impulses, also known as action potentials, where they travel along the axon and are passed to the terminal branches. When an electrical impulse stimulates a neuron and it reaches a threshold, sodium channels open, causing sodium ions to rush into the neuron, depolarizing the cell. When sodium channels close, potassium channels open, causing potassium ions to rush out of the cell, repolarizing the membrane to its resting potential. When a nerve impulse reaches the axon terminal, neurotransmitters are released into the synapse and bind with receptors. The leftover ones are reabsorbed by a process called reuptake. Two important neurotransmitters are dopamine, which affects movement, learning, attention, and emotion, and serotonin, which affects mood, hunger, and sleep. To recap, the nervous system is made up of the central and peripheral nervous systems. The peripheral nervous system consists of both the autonomic and somatic nervous systems. Lastly, the autonomic nervous system can further be broken down into the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. Electric impulses called action potentials release neurotransmitters which can determine our day-to-day behavior. Thanks for watching!